subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right, let's get Khalid. Well, let's get Khalid in here. Well, Matt, are you ready, Matt?
Yes,
Let's,
sir. How you doing? Good
what's up,
evening.
brother? How are you?
Hey, man. Glad to be back on, man. I want to thank you again for everything you're doing, for the culture. You're definitely a walking historical hero. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. I wanted to bring up a serious point that you were bringing up earlier because, my father, as I mentioned last time, who was producer of Rap Mania, he produced an album on Nina Simone. And, I've done work with him in the studio and connected with Motown and different things growing up and hip hop and the whole shot, very similar to a lot of your different walks, what I mean? Like a balance between what's happening in the community along with, being more aware. It's always been a struggle with the different Africans on the continent where my father would go out there and pull together different resources to facilitate our own diamond situations, gold, other commodity things. And they would run chasing after the Europeans and giving them resources and slapping us in the face
Wow.
as foundational Black Americans. And it's a weird mindset, bro. It's like a weird brainwashing because my pops he was connected with cats like Chinese cats, different other cats that were in the satellite industry, in the broadcast industry. That's how he was able to facilitate Rap Mania being broadcasted via satellite from the East and West Coast, never done
Yeah.
before, back in the early
Oh, yeah.
90s. However, when he tried to facilitate a similar thing for Africa, because he tried to go the Galway route mentally and say, hey, let's bridge the dots. He was fly like that from Asbury Park, New Jersey. We got our foundational Black American roots out of Florida and out of Georgia and things of that nature. But they were just resistant, and they would just always cower back to the Europeans and buck dance and stuff. So the brainwash is really deep.
Yeah.
And I just want to land my plane and just, salute you because you're 1,000% on point. And one last thing, we're in a technocracy, I'm sorry, a technocrat situation. That's what Elon is trying to facilitate with AI, robotics, and things like that. So the more we become, familiar with these things and align ourselves with this incredible technology and how we could liberate and come together and break bread and make things happen,
Hmm.
we can leverage the reparations. We could manifest things to beyond code. But I salute you, man. I'll land my
Yeah,
plane.
yeah. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, man. The thing about it in Africa, people have been trying, and it's really been us, us over here. We've been trying to bridge a gap and just try to connect with the African continent. We've been doing that. We've been towing that line. We've been trying to make it happen. And the reason why it ain't clicking is because of them over there. Let's be clear. That's the only reason it ain't clicking. Because over there, the concept of global Black unity is just completely foreign because they don't have local unity. It's too tribal. Unfortunately, yes, you got cool people over there, but it's too damn tribal. And people have been too brainwashed. When we go over and try to build something, we kind of get the runaround. But when the whites and Asians come over there, they run out there with Joel off doing the tribal dances for the white people. So y'all gotta really understand psychologically, a lot of folks are just really gone over there, man, and they ain't really trying to build anything because they despise, a lot of them despise that place over there. They despise their homelands and they want to do everything they can to get out. And when they see a white person, it's like, okay, maybe this white person can help me get out of here. Well, we got to be very honest about what's happening there. And you do have lovely people. You got cool people over there, but they're like, look, Negro, when we go over there, we're like, hey man, all this land, man, we can do so many phenomenal things with it, brother. Man, I got resources, I can build a resort and then we can create jobs. and that shit goes in one ear and out the other. They're like, where's a white man to come get me, nigga, and let me go? I want to leave. That's in the back of their mind. That's what's in the back of their mind, dude. Let's be real. They're waiting on a white person to come and adopt them. You got grown people want to be adopted by white people. I'll be your servant. Whatever. They want to get the hell out of there for the most part. And when we come over and talking about, hey, let's double down, just stay here and let's just build something. Nah, deep down, a lot of them don't like that idea. Let's just be real. They don't like that idea. That's why we don't get no traction. And that's why there has not been any real successful Pan-African movement in all these years. So we just got to be honest about certain things, man. I believe in honesty. There's a reason why we got when the tether class, they be over here talking that shit. When they talk shit, it's from here. You understand? They're right safe in Cleveland somewhere talking shit. Oli, what's up, Oli?
Hey, thank you for the welcome. How you doing, Tariq?
Good, man.
Hey, everyone. Talking here from northwest London.
Oh, there you go. What's on?
Hope you're doing well.
What's on your mind?
Oh, too much shit. I just say like way too much. Thank you for having me.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, anything you wanted to discuss?
There's so much going on in the geopolitical landscape. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ! It's like.
Okay, let me have you get your thoughts together. I'll have you call back, brother. You don't need to. Okay. Yeah, he didn't really have his thoughts together. He's slowing everything down. So I don't know what time it is over there. He might be eating some porridge or something. Finish your porridge and drink your spot of tea, and then call back when you get your thoughts together. Let's do it like that. Okay. 'Cause you just calling up trying to figure it out, and we need you to be on point. Let me see. Let's get Trade Day in the building. Trade Day.
Yo,
What's up, Trey?
yo, what's going on, man? Piggyback off the brother, what the last brother said, man. You know, in Africa, I remember just a few months ago, my dad was talking about going to Nigeria. You know, I'm not trying to denigrate the brothers in Nigeria. You know, what I mean, not for all of them, but you know, my dad had a conversation with a brother over there, and he was like, him, I kind of, you know, he was like, yeah, you guys are African. He was like, okay, like, yeah, sure, you know what I mean, and funny, my dad, he was telling me, after he was like, man, he was like, man, you guys are lucky. He was like, why? He was like, because you guys went to slavery in America. Man, my dad must have cussed that nigga out something crazy. Like, what the hell? Like, we talk about, bro? Like, what do you mean? We went to slavery, like, we that's lucky. He was like, you guys are lucky. You know, you get to get the books and you got to get the information. I'm like, bro, my dad must have hung up on him so quick, man. Like, this dude, I rabbit ass mine, man.
Wow.
And, and the second thing is, man, I wanted to say, why do people always say that we say that we can't get ahead, or like we can't progress with, we can't get ahead as a people because of white man. I don't know where that come from.
Yeah. Yeah, great question. Let me handle both. When we say get ahead, I don't like the way that narrative is framed when people say that. Even if we quote unquote get ahead of what? What do you mean get ahead? We're under global white supremacy. That's my narrative. That's my observation. We're under global white supremacy. Even when we do get ahead, the white supremacists, they can come in and play the I'm white and I say so card and just kind of knock our house of cards down. This is what we see with Diddy. This is what they're trying to do with Jay-Z. This is what they're trying to do with Bill Cosby. So you can get ahead all day. You're still under the system of white supremacy. And they have to kind of flex their muscle to say, hey, look, we are in charge and we don't care how much money you have. We can still break you on down, just like Michael Jackson, Prince, everybody. So we have to be very cognizant of that system. And the narrative where the person said, yeah, y'all lucky y'all went through slavery. That's the narrative that a lot of people from the diaspora have. Deep down, they think that we lucked up by being here and in being in a wealthy country where our standard of living as foundational Black Americans is relatively um, higher than Black people around the world. And they think that it was a luck thing. So that's where a lot of vitriol comes from. They think that we won some kind of genetic lottery and were naturally blessed to be up under white people. And this is why whenever we talk about white supremacy, it's like, what white supremacy? You niggas get to eat food? No, it's foreign to them. We didn't luck up. This is what we have to explain to people. We didn't luck up on anything. We went through hell and high water to get every little crumb that we have. We had to build from scratch. We didn't luck up. We bucked up. We had to buck up, man. We had to create things. We had to create different foods. We had to create different inventions in order to survive. We had to create different music genres. We had to create our schools. We had to create different languages. We had to create different hustles in order to survive when we were not accepted into the mainstream lexicon. We had to create things like the numbers. That was created by foundational Black Americans, numbers runners, where we had an informal economy that they later copied. That's what the lottery was. They said, okay, we're going to make it illegal. Well, it was already illegal for us to run them numbers, but they took that concept and came up with the state lottery because we had to come up with these formal economies in order to survive. We had to be very creative. That wasn't luck. We were just extremely creative. We had that ethnogenesis and we had to just build things and create new elements of our culture. When we do the college stepping and the step shows, that comes from foundational Black American culture. It was called Patton Juba. Y'all have heard me talk about that before. When you see the guys from the fraternities stepping and stomping the yard and all that, that comes from something that was done on the East Coast called Patton Juba when they took the drums away and people needed to send messages to each other. They would use their bodies as drums. That's what that is for. So they would send messages, and usually these were people who were like in the North Carolina area. When they would stomp and pat their bodies, they would send messages to the Black folks in the swamp to hear that, and they would send messages like, "Okay, look, we got somebody coming. Get ready to turn up." We would send little messages to each other. This is the ingenuity that we had. Yeah, that was the ingenuity that we had. We're very, very creative people. It wasn't no luck. Wasn't luck at all. We would use quilts to send messages to each other, family. We would put patterns in quilts and hang the quilts outside to let folks know where to go on the Underground Railroad. Head that way. Don't go to that house. Head to the swamp. We would send little messages to each other in very subtle and very creative ways. You understand? This wasn't luck. We just had to be very innovative dealing with a beast directly. See, over there in those African countries, they had to deal indirectly with the white supremacists. They dealt with them directly too because they were colonized, but then they started to just put their corrupt leadership up on the people. You see, so it wasn't no luck. Wasn't luck at all. Let me get some more calls in here. Let's get. Let me see who we got. A lot of people in here. Uh, let's get who's mitigated. Let's get mitigated gall. Mitigated gall. What's up, mitigated? Mitigated Gall, unmute your microphone, sir.
All right, Tariq, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up, brother?
What's happening, man? I'm calling in from Dayton, Ohio, man, and I just wanted to touch on a few points, man, that you've been talking about. For one, when you talk about our elders with the numbers running and stuff,
Yeah.
my grandma from Tennessee, man, Fayette County,
Yes.
lived all the way up until she was 90. She
Mm.
had a second grade education. She used to kick back. She was telling me stories, man, when she was 5. She could remember being on the plantation.
Mm.
My grandma was a hustler. My grandma, look, I'm gonna put it out there. Anybody on Dakota and Riverview and Broadway, y'all know my grandma's house. She had a bootleg down in the basement. She sold bud on the side, but she was also she also donated money to her church, ended up becoming the treasurer of her church. My grandma was solid. She had 3 houses in the neighborhood, fed the community. At my grandma's funeral, man, she died when she was 90. Man, you saw everybody with the old lady flower pot hats to niggas on cutlasses with 20-inch rims on them. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She got love in the hood. So
Man.
I wanted to touch on that because she had to make a way, man. She had like 7 kids.
When'd y'all get up to Dayton?
Man, I want to say, I don't know when she came. I don't know when she came. I don't know.
World War II or after, right?
You say what now?
They probably came around World War II or after, like the 1940s and 50s, right? Because there was that big migration of a lot of black, like my family.
It was a big because they started having jobs up there in Dayton.
Yeah, there was a big factory up there, like Dayton. You're in the home of the funk. A lot of funk groups came out of Dayton.
Absolutely.
Ohio players, Zap, Late Slave, Heat Wave. I mean, that's a funk Dayton.
Man, it's the melting pot. My old man, he sang, so he know a lot of those cats. Man, rest in peace, Roger Troutman. We got a lot of cats. Even Al Green came down to my grandma bootleg before.
Oh yeah. Well.
So I wanted to touch real quick, man, on you was talking with this Peckerwood the other night, man. He was real passive aggressive, old head.
Yeah.
And you had to explain to him the 9 areas of white supremacy, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I took a job at a carbon company here, and they gave me a somewhat of a promotion and moved me out to Stockton, California, where it was just 2 older white men, and we had to get this warehouse from ground up and get it up to running. Let me tell you something, man. Some of the most racist individuals I ever met in my life. But the difference between racism and white supremacy is I was riding with the warehouse manager, and he needed to hire some people. But one day we riding, and he says, I don't understand what you guys say. He said, can I ask you something? I said, yeah. His name's Joe DeRuin, racist Peckerwood. He said, why do you guys have to have names like D'Angelo and Demetrius? I wouldn't even waste my time trying to pronounce those names.
Hilarious.
You see what I'm saying? So he telling me he not gonna hire a black a brother based off his name. He said, why can't you guys have names like Bob and Jim? So white supremacy is when you can control how somebody gonna eat.
Yeah.
Man.
Yes, indeed, man. And thank you for the call. Yeah, the white supremacists are very funny with the whole name thing. They try to act like some of the foundational Black American names are just so, oh my God, it's tongue twisting. And then they have names like Moonbeam and Saturn Flower and all of these weirdo hippie names. Like that ain't strange, you know. Let me get Brother McCall in the building. Brother McCall in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to everybody in here. Waiting on Brother McCall in the building. Brother McCall. Yeah. Good, brother. How are you, sir?
Excellent, excellent. Just living the dream and winning.
All day.
Beautiful. Yeah, I wanted to sort of speak to the issue or the narrative that Musk or Elon is president, really quick, and just sort of break down the strategy that the Democrats still aren't sharp enough to understand.
Mm-hmm.
The Donald Trump's victory represented a paradigm shift. The Democrats themselves weren't running against Republicans. They ran against technocrats in an algorithm controlled campaign. Musk, Till, Anderson, all of them did technocrats. And these technocrats, they operated a top-down force multiplier in a decentralized consensus building machine on X. And that machine combined elements of libertarianism, techno-libertarianism, techno-determinism, techno-capitalism at the upper level. But at the grassroots level, which was the most important, it included groups like Generation C, the Connected Class, MAGA, the Black Grassroots Movement, which consisted of the freedmen, the Negro, and the FBA, right? And so this delineation movement that we established, as well as the reparations movement and the cultural gatekeeper movement, was really the X factor that made it all work. So this is the paradigm shift that includes this AI generated governance that they're still too slow to understand. Most of them are too old, and many of them are just in denial. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yes, sir. Good.
Appreciate that, brother.
Thank you so much. Good information. Now, who is this person? Prophet Nasheed. Oh, what's up, brother?
Brother Nasheed, how's it going, brother?
Good. All right. So you doing a parody site of me. Okay. What's on your
Yes. Well, I just had a little question to ask about how you felt about the white supremacists upset at a couple of the FBA brothers running some soul pole in those Polish girls.
No, those ain't FBA brothers doing that. Those are your fellow tethers. It's
Oh, okay.
brothers doing that. Right? FBA brothers ain't got to go to no damn Poland.
Right.
They ain't got to go to Poland. They can just go to a club. The white woman be chasing them. But yeah, a lot of your fellow tethers are going over there to Poland to get with them Beckys over there. Are you risking your life to go over there to get you a Becky, sir?
Would never do that, brother Nasheed, ever.
Now are you from East Africa? Because I hear a little East African accent. What part of Africa are you from?
Brother, I'm FBA. Look at my page.
No, you're cosplaying as me, but you got an accent. Where are you from?
I'm from the U.S.
Oh, sir, you're clearly not from the U.S., sir.
Brother, look at my page.
Sir, I hear struggling. Sir,
Look at my page. I'm not in East Africa.
sir, there's a meerkat squeaking for help in a pot in your house right now. All right, you about to make some meerkat more.
I swear to God, I'm FBA. I swear to God on my life.
No, Lord. No, Lord, you know we hear your accent.
Brother, I'm FBA 100%.
Sir, you're not.
From the Tidewater area in Virginia.
Okay. All right. You're from the Tidewater area of Kenya. All right. So be careful. Don't get ran over by a rock. All right. Lord. Speaking of Africa, can y'all find where's Myron? I saw something. There was a post, and Brother McCall sent me this. I saw this. Man, they got a hashtag on X on Twitter called Hands Off Sudan. The sister made a post like Sudan is bleeding. There's little to no mainstream media covering the deadly ethnic cleansing genocide going on over there. The thousands of people have been slaughtered, whole family in villages. They've been murdered and tortured daily. Millions of people have been displaced. They're in need of medical attention. Millions of people have no access to medical care, water, food. And she said Sudan is a large landmass with fertile soil, among other resources. Down bad. They are slicing and dicing each other over there right now, and that's unfortunate. I'm not trying to make light. Let's be clear. I don't condone any suffering, especially with melanated people. That's not cool what's going on over there. That is not cool. I hope that it gets together over there, not making light of the suffering of those brothers and sisters over there. But God damn it, where the hell are the Myron Gaines and all of these other Sudanese people who stay up in our damn mix? Where are you? Myron Gaines, he's one of the most famous Sudanese who's always complaining about foundational Black Americans, how we don't have it together, how we ain't this, we ain't that, and your homeland is down bad, dude. Why aren't you fixing your homeland, you coward? You understand? That's cowardly to sit up here and try to project that filth onto us instead of fixing the issue in your damn homeland. It's horrible over there. It's a damn war zone. And y'all here talking about some damn old block in Chicago and Compton. Yeah, don't get silent about what's happening in your homeland. Stand on business. Yeah, that's why family, y'all should have been stopping these people talking greasy about us. I've been stopping them for years. I've been checking these tethers for the longest. The ones who come over here, Dinesh D'Souza, I've been on his bumper for so long because he just made a whole career out of talking about Black folks in Chicago ain't shit. Black folks are this, Black Americans are that, Black Americans are this. And I'm like, wait a minute. Dude, you were born and raised in Mumbai, India. That's a damn toilet bowl over there, dude. That's why I would be like, I'm not about to get no criticism from this dude. You're not going to sit here fleeing from a damn um a wide open air cesspool and then point your finger to us. You're not doing that. I'm not taking criticism from people like that. Yeah. And now everybody's on that way, which is good. Better late than never. I'm glad that all of these people from these failed third world countries are getting checked for their disrespect. They should have been checked a long damn time ago. And now they want to cry foul. When we start checking them, they want to start yelling xenophobic. Oh, you niggas hit us. You're xenophobic. No, we're checking you and your xenophobia and your anti-FBA hatred. We're just not playing that game. Scott, let's get Scott here. Scott, hop in here. What's up, Scott?
Hey, yo, Tariq, who you think you is?
Okay, you could have. You didn't think of a better voice to use, brother. You could have.
Nah, yo, who you think you is, Tariq?
How come you using a high pitch bitch nigga voice? You couldn't lower your voice for your character?
Nah, like I'm saying, like, why you don't like African people, man? Nah, yo, you black niggas, y'all gotta get together, man.
So why do you think we don't like African people, by the way?
I mean, y'all come to our country, y'all our woman, you know?
Really? No, not we. We really don't, but go ahead.
Right. I mean, like a lot of you niggas is lazy. Y'all get jobs and y'all quit them. And y'all black women and single moms. And then a lot of y'all niggas is dusties. Us Africans, we come from Africa. We still
Y'all do what? We dusty and y'all do what?
y'all dusty and we come and take y'all women.
Oh,
We come and take y'all jobs and we take y'all shit. The white man love us more than y'all niggas.
okay. So y'all be taking our women like Burner Boy coming over here taking our women?
Yeah, but because black women love the dusty pole.
They love the dusty pole. Oh Lord.
I mean, I mean, come on, man. Like this woman in my picture, she an FBA giving me a BJ.
Oh, she's giving you an FBA, giving a BJ. Okay, there it is. All right, all right. There it is. Oh goodness. Okay, let's go. Rodrigo. Didn't I have you before, Rodrigo? Your name looks familiar, Rodrigo. Rodrigo, hop on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, right? This is the Puerto Rican Dominican dude.
I go through this every time I'm on the phone with you. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm from New York.
Okay. But by way of the Dominican Republic, though, right?
Nobody in my family is from Dominican Republic. I keep on telling you this.
Not with that accent, brother.
My accent is from the New York. This is a New York accent. When you hear me speak, this is how most New York cats talk.
Brother, it sounds like you got a big jar of Goya sitting right in front of you right now, brother. Like you about to season some damn pollo.
This is the hatred that you West Coast guys have for New York cats. You know, I always noticed that ever since the Biggie and Tupac
And
beef.
why is your name Rodrigo?
Because my mother, she traveled the world prior to, settling in New York. I was a military brat too, as well.
No, you're not gonna be in the military and name your kid no damn Rodrigo because you were military.
She, she was very inspired by, other cultures, and around the world and stuff like that.
No, she was inspired by that empanada that she grew up eating, and that's what she named you. She named you a Spanish name because she grew up in that culture. But thank you so much. I'm not this dude trying to cosplay as FBA. Come on now. We don't be naming people no damn Rodrigo. Ain't no FBA is gonna name that. Nobody no damn Rodrigo. The closest thing we do, we'll name a nigga Carlos. Yeah, they're the closest thing to some Spanish names, Carlos. That's it. That's the deepest Spanish thing we'll go to. There's a couple of niggas named Carlos. That's it. Don't really get into the Rodrigo and all of that. No, we don't get into all of that. Yeah. Let me get some more folks in here. Let's get Nyla. Let's get Nyla Adisa. Miss Nyla Adisa. Hop on, Miss Nyla.
What's up, Tariq?
Hello, Nyla. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. And what city
Good.
you in?
I'm in Hampton, Virginia.
Okay. And where you from originally?
Yorktown, Virginia.
Okay, there you go. The name Nyla Adisa, where's that from?
That is my pen name. I'm an author.
Okay, got it. There you go.
My
So
real
what's on
name
your
is Tanisha.
okay.
So, I wanted to touch on the Myron Gaines thing.
Yes, go ahead.
So, a lot of people are always talking about like how I think he's just an agent playing a game. I don't think that he really has. Nobody crashes out like this dude does, coming from the background that he does. Because he is a a former agent from the Homeland Security. And every time a
Hello.
person is,
Ahmad, hold on, man. Hold on. Go ahead.
every time somebody goes to his show that is under, suspicion of being arrested, like um, those two brothers
Hello.
from, sorry, can you hear me, Tariq?
Yeah. This dude Ahmad got like a little orphanage going on over there. Go ahead, Nyla.
um, People go over to his show, like those brothers from the UK. I can't think of their names now, but whatever their names are. As soon as they left their podcast, they got arrested. They had a couple other people, because my husband is, an attorney out here, and he was saying how you got to watch those guys because Myron Gaines is an actual agent, and when you look up his actual government name, he has a lot of cases for trafficking.
Mhm.
And it's not a coincidence that these people are getting arrested for trafficking and stuff like that when they deal with him, because that's his that's his cover. He's trying to expose that kind of stuff. And he crashes out on FBAs because it's a way to get those, I don't want to say too much, but it's a way for him to, so he doesn't blow his cover, because
Right.
he's trying, this guy is he's not a real person. He's a clown. And he's not even anybody that really pays attention or know anything about the system. You can tell this guy's a clear agent. And so giving him, like, people try to keep calling into you, trying to give him some kind of clout and all this kind of stuff. I'm glad that you are on game and on code. And that's all I wanted to say. I'll land my
There you
plane.
go. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Ahmad dude, I don't know what he had. He had a whole bunch of stuff going on in the background. Like, good Lord, man. So I had to keep muting his microphone. Man. All right, let's get Travis McGuire. Let's get Travis in the building. Travis, hop on.
Tariq, you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, Trav?
Hey man, I've been listening to you, man, from the time where you had to get on Google to find you.
Mm,
Remember that?
shit, I don't know.
So I'm just saying, every time you speak, man, it's like you never let me down. Everything be true. It always fall in
Yes,
place.
sir.
So I just want to give you your up, man. Continue to do your thing, man. I'm gonna listen to you until the wheel fall off.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. Yes, indeed. Um, did y'all see where the white supremacist suspect Nick Fuentes, man, they're on that dude's bumper, man. A couple of weeks ago, a lady showed up to his crib that he pepper sprayed her, and then he got arrested for that. So some white dude showed up to his crib with a gun and a crossbow, allegedly, and was like, "Hey, come on outside." And then, from what I understand, I think the police had to kill this dude, the suspect, because the suspect was a murder suspect already. The allegedly, and this is just a lot of stuff coming in, but this suspect allegedly murdered some people. Then he went to Nick Fuentes' crib and then left and got into it with the police, and they ended up allegedly killing the guy. So folks are getting on Nick Fuentes' bumper. That's very interesting. And now I've said this, I talked about this the other day, how with these white supremacists, the thing is, when these white supremacists are allowed by certain platforms to just fester and just lurk around and do their thing, that's going to cause internal strife within white society. I told y'all there's going to be a sector of white people who don't want to be associated with that, and they're crashing out on some of these cats. There's white people who get at them internally who don't like these white extremists like that, because a lot of white people feel like this has given them a bad name. You understand? There's some white people who are like, hey man, these white extremists with all of these janky bullshit views, they done made it hot for me now. So hell, I'm down to take one out. It's heavy. It's getting heavy out here, man. It is getting heavy. But yeah, I knew there was gonna be some internal strife with these dudes. Yeah. Remember, it was a white dude who tried to get at Zimmerman. A white dude actually went to jail for, remember, it was a white dude went to jail for getting at George Zimmerman. Not a black one. It was a white dude who I think he drew down on Zimmerman. So just understand what's going on out here. All right, let me get some more folks in the building. Let's see. Let me see. Let's get handsomely educated. Let's try that. Handsomely educated. Hop on in, sir. Or ma'am, because it could be a stud. So handsomely educated.
Hello, Tariq. I'm actually Nigerian and I've been listening to your spaces. I like what you're doing.
Mhm.
I like. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead.
I'm Nigerian. This is a burner account. I like what you are doing. I like the representation you are pushing for your people. And I don't agree with everything you say, but most of what you say is very factual. We have 40 to 45 Black African countries, and maybe just 3 or 4 are working well. So ideally, we should be the ones receiving you guys and offering a safe space for you guys, not the other way around. So I like the way you guys are becoming anti-immigration. It's very good. Every other group across the world push for their identity. It's only you guys and maybe a few others that people are saying, oh, no, 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 there's nothing, you shouldn't have your identity. Just open the doors and let everybody rush in. No, that's wrong. You guys deserve your identity, especially when many of the people coming in are assholes like Myron Gaines and some other racist fools. So please, many of us support you. We love what you are doing. We love the representation, identity, and strength you are giving to your people. And please never slow down. Keep pushing, and be more anti-immigration. I spent.
Sir, we definitely will. We're gonna keep pushing. Absolutely. Shout out to the Nigerian cats, who the riders. Shout out to them. Ahmad, you ready?
Yes, yes, ready.
So what's going on, Ahmad? You got a lot of kids over there. What's going on? You with your family?
No, no, no. Single man.
Okay, where are them kids doing over there? Whose kids are those?
Pakistan.
Is what?
Pakistan.
Okay? Are you running a sweatshop? I mean, shit. What's happening over there? What's going on?
No happen. I like this voice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. They're singing. Okay. Thank you, sir. I don't know what you. Okay. Thank you. So I don't.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Oh Lord, what is he saying? The kids in there, hamni hamya. I don't know what's going on. The kids in there singing. I don't know what he's taught. He's babbling. Uh, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what's all them kids in there? I'm single. Oh, okay, well, whose kids are those? I'm concerned about I'm concerned about the kids. He's talking about he's single, but there's a bunch of kids over there. What are all them kids doing in there? What the hell are they singing? The hell are these kids singing? Good Lord. What the hell is going on over there? Them kids in there singing Burner Boy or some shit. Okay, what are they singing? All right. Good Lord. Now the call's about to start getting crazy. All right, we're gonna get a couple of more in here. All right, we're gonna get a couple of more. Y'all come on now. Just a couple of more calls. Y'all make it right. Make it right, ladies and gentlemen, make it right. All right, let's try Jeff in the building. Let's get Mr. Jeff, hop on, sir.
Hey, Tariq, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good, Jeff. How are you?
I'm great. Really quick, one of my favorite little things about your spaces is always the East Indian guys that call up and just say a bunch of nothing.
Yes.
But really fast, about the Nick Fuentes thing, did you see when he was arrested that they said, "Sir, are you a white supremacist?" And he said, "I'm not a white supremacist. I'm Mexican. My last name is literally Fuentes."
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was slick. Yeah, I saw that. That's funny. Yeah, he tries to dip in and out of minorityism. You see, that's why I tell people that whole. Thank you for the call, Jeff. That whole minority stuff, don't that means nothing. See, Nick Fuentes he tried to pass himself off as a minority, and he's a well-known suspected white supremacist who harbors very vile anti-black views. So you got to understand something about the white supremacists. They're all about deception, and they will be very deceptive. They will say anything Yeah, Neely Fuller told me that. He said, man, the white supremacists will say anything. You take what they say with a grain of damn salt. Yeah. But that's what it is. Let me get one more good call in here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get one more good call in here. I see Sister Wani down there on the bottom. Good to see her. One more good call in here, ladies and gentlemen. Raise that hand. Let's get Iron Malt in here. Let's get Iron Malt in the building. Iron Malt. Iron Malt, unmute your microphone, sir. All right. Waiting on Iron Malt to unmute that mic. And then we'll get Oops. Let's get Oops in here since we're waiting on Iron Malt. What's up, Oops? Okay, Oops ain't saying nothing. Okay. Let's try some of these other people. I wanted to get some new faces in here. Let me get Mr. AI in. Iron Malt, yeah, you had to take your own down. Mr. AI, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Flex? How you doing, brother?
I'm good. What's on your mind?
Yeah, brother. Speaking of Nick Fuentes, I noticed a lot of these white supremacists are crashing out. A couple of days ago, he was tripping over the fact that this one guy was talking about Polish women
Yeah.
and how all these black men are going up there finding a Polish woman and everything else, and he, he was crashing out over
Oh,
it
yeah.
and everything. It was funny and everything else, but watch 2025. You're gonna see a lot of these white supremacists start attacking each other left and right. So I'll land my plane there.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for the call. Yeah, they about to start crashing out. It's about to be very interesting. There's going to be a civil war because a lot of people in the dominant society, they're tired of these white supremacists because the white supremacists making them look bad. So it's crash out time. Look, folks are running up on these white CEOs, just like in New York, the dude squeezed off that CEO, and they're portraying him as a hero. So, hey, man, it's a different vibe out here. It's about to be very interesting for the new year. But anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. Get y'all tickets. Join me this Saturday at the Hidden History Museum. If you're in LA, near LA, in California, near California, coming to California, come on out and join me this Saturday at the Hidden History Museum. It's already going to be packed. It's going to be a shindig. We're going to have a great time. Get your tickets at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Also, get the microphone check film at microphonecheck.com. Phenomenal documentary film. Get your Blu-ray, microphonecheck.com. Go to rootworkstyle.com to get that Rootwork deodorant. All right, I'm up out of here, guys. Puppy Akute, Lola Vuve to the family. Peace.